Hi everyone! Today I'm working on card buffet cards, so I thought I would share a Valentine that we're going to make at my upcoming card buffet. And it is using brand new Valentine set from the Occasions catalog. There is a really beautiful suite of products called Painted with Love. And it's called Painted with Love because of the paper. It has a very pretty painted look to it. And I want to show you a few of the products from this suite, and then we're going to put this card together. The paper is Specialty Designer Series paper because it has gold foil. See the shimmer? Gold foil on accents throughout the paper. And if you're familiar with our Specialty Designer Series paper, oftentimes the gold foil or whatever the specialty part of the paper is only on a couple sheets, and then the rest are traditional paper. However, on the Painted with Love paper, it has gold on all the sheets. So there are 6 different patterns, and each one features a side that has some gold foiling on it and a side that doesn't. So here's kind of a basket weave paint stroke. And the back, this one has hearts, and the front has stripes with the gold foil. You've got a nice white with some dots, and then a painted gold foil. We've got this is my favorite. I don't know why. These little teeny tiny hearts just make me happy. And it has little tiny gold hearts. And on the back you've got just a wash of paint strokes. And that is only for, I've used up some of this paper, so I'm going to find scraps of the other. Okay, this one has this fun little, oh I don't know, kind of a stripy, checky pattern on the one side, and then a big giant paint swatches on the other. And the next one, I found it. Okay, the next one is like a polka dot with a purple background, and then this really fun brush strokes on the other side. So it looks like really pretty colors. You've got Calypso Coral and Rich Razzleberry and Melon Mambo and Powder Pink are the color combination in here. It's really pretty, and it's kind of busy, so it's nice to break this down as accent pieces and smaller backgrounds perhaps. It's just a really pretty paper. We're going to use it here as an accent piece and the stamp. Another thing from this collection though on this page is the die cuts that kind of match. Now to cut out these hearts I used the Sweet and Sassy Heart Framelit collection. There's a huge collection of hearts that is just great, and I used a bunch of hearts from here to cut out my larger hearts. But the stamp set that I'm using for this card, which is called Sure Do Love You, also has a die set. And if you buy the dies and the stamps together as a bundle, you save 10%. So one thing that I've had questions about is this die here, and what exactly does it make? And it's hard to see in the catalog because it's kind of in a collection of, it's a photo that's got a lot of stuff going on, and it's hard to see what it exactly makes. So I made a box out of some solid cardstock just so you can get an idea of the size. So it'll fit Hershey Nuggets, the little Ghirardelli squares. If you want to put some chocolate in there, a fun idea would be to cut a window out. Cut a window out and put some window sheet there so that nothing falls through, and fill it with some little candies. Or it's a perfect size for the brand new little love notes, which are also found on that same page. They're called Whisper White Narrow Note Cards and Envelopes, and they're narrow. It's a really cute little note card, and it fits right inside there. And you get 20 envelopes and 20 little cards, and you can make some cute little note cards with this. So this is a product on the same page as the Painted with Love suite, and I wanted to make sure you saw what this box did, because these dies are really fun. They make some beautiful there's stamps for the various hearts, and you've got this cute little sprig of flowers and this nice banner, which is really nice by itself, but that box is really fun. And I've seen a few people who have, instead of cutting out 2 of this to make this size box, they've cut out 4. So then imagine how thick that box would be, because they used 4 sides instead of just the 2 and connected them all together to make a square box. And that could be really fun too. So check this out. One more thing from the page that gets totally lost are these really cute stickers. They're called Painted Love Gold Vinyl Stickers, and you get 2 sheets of this one. It's got real pretty brush stroke love and some pretty accents that you can add to a card. and then this collection here, and you get 2 of those. So check that page out on the catalog. It's pages 18 and 19. Turn the page 1 time to see Heart Happiness, and then you've got a whole bunch of things for Valentine's Day. So let's make our card. I start out with a base of powder pink, and this is 8.5 by 11 cardstock cut in half at 5.5, and then scored at 4 1/4. And then I've got this little panel that I'm going to raise up a little bit that's cut 1/4 inch smaller all around, so it's 4 by 5 1/4. So this is the base of the card, and then I'm going to use the Sweet and Sassy framelits to cut out some more hearts. Sometimes I use a little bit of washi tape to keep them where I want them, if they're jumping around a little bit on the magnetic platform. Okay, so then I've got that one. And then these little tiny hearts are part of the Sure Do Love You bundle. Cute little tiny hearts, and they are all jumping around. The little magnets in the platform sometimes cause the dies to jump around a little bit because they want to be with their little magnetic friends here. So if I tape them where I want them. Okay, so I will cut these and be right back. Okay, those are all the pieces. Now let's do our stamping. So as you can see, I'm using this stamp from the stamp set, and it has some pretty little writing on it. And it says, "You're my Valentine every single day." And I wanted to have it look multicolored, like the sample in the catalog. So I'm going to use my markers to achieve that. So I've chosen, Calypso Coral, Melon Mambo, and Rich Razzleberry as my color right from the paper. And I'm going to start with the lightest color first and just ink up the center. I'm using the brush end of the marker, and I don't want to work straight down because I don't want to fray my tip. I'm going to use the side. And then I'm going to go with the next darkest color, the next lighter color, either way, the middle color. I want to overlap slightly from where I was before with the Calypso Coral. So the Melon Mambo and Calypso Coral overlap just a little bit. And then I'm going to use the Rich Razzleberry. Overlapping that Melon Mambo just a little bit. That's why you want to start with the lightest color so that you don't get that dark color on the tip of your marker. It'll show up next time you use it. Okay. Got that inked up. Look how pretty that is. Okay, now in the bundle is a die that's made in this kind of elongated heart. So I'm going to cut the heart out with that. And I'll be right back. Okay, there's a little bit more stamping on this card. We're going to use the 3 small hearts to add just a little bit of background, just some depth to the background of the card. And I'm going to do a tone on tone, so I'm going to put powder pink cardstock and powder pink ink pad. I'm just going to go from one corner to the next. As you can see, I put 2 stamps on one. You could put all 3 on one. And I like to go off the edge a little bit. And then I'm going to use this third one. You can see I used it as a paint palette with some Brusho yesterday. I'm going to use this third one as like little filler areas that I think need some more. And so a lot of this is going to get covered up with my elements, but it'll be in the background. There we go. Okay. So now we're just going to put it all together. So I attach first the largest heart, and then the smaller. And then I'm going to put some ribbon, which I'm going to, layer behind my greeting. So on this card I used some gold And on this one, I'm going to use some of the new white organza, which is really pretty. And that way people can choose which one they want to use at the card buffet. So how I like to do this little swoosh of ribbon is I put a little line of adhesive and I lay this down. And I go back and forth a couple of times. And then I'm going to go ahead and add this on top. And I'm going to use some dimensionals to add that on top to raise it just a little bit off the card. This is pretty much a take right out of the catalog, this sample. I changed it a little bit. They've got some of the gold stickers on the card, and I'm using some gold foil cardstock instead because I have a lot of people at Card Buffet and I don't have enough stickers. And I'm using a different ribbon, so it's a little different. Change it up to what works for you is what I say. And I think it's really pretty, and sometimes when you look through the catalog you miss some of these samples. I've often brought a card almost directly from the catalog to a class and had people not recognize it, and then when I point it out they say, oh, it looks so much cuter in person, or oh, I had no idea all those little details. So feel free to case the catalog. There we go. So there's my base, and then I'm going to put it right on top, again with some dimensionals to pop it up off the page a little bit. There you go. It's a pretty little Valentine. I hope you like it. I hope you'll check out that Painted with Love suite. You can see this card and close-up details of the products on my blog, bethspapercuts.com, or also Facebook at Beth Paper Cuts. And I also have a frequent buyer rewards program, so you can purchase and get points and earn some free stamps. Going on right now is Celebration, so there's some great freebies available with that too. With every $50 you spend, you can choose one item from the Celebration catalog. There's a lot of great things on this suite and also in the entire Occasions catalog, which you can look at on my blog as well. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!